I think the most exciting part is there's an ability to truly influence patients' outcomes, not just in one community, but indeed across the nation. The ability to use the data that we are collecting, both from the pre-hospital providers as well as from our hospital partners, that allow us to really create a complete patient experience picture, if you will. We know the outcome all the way through to the time the patient is discharged. We can harness the power of that data to truly change the way we care for patients at the bedside. That's the most exciting feature of the whole thing. I think that often we look at this as there's the business or the industry or the vendor side of the world, and there's the clinical side of the world. And the beauty here is we're going to bridge those two things. We're going to be able to say that there's a vendor that not only can collect data and provide accurate billing and do the things that vendors traditionally do, we're actually going to harness the power of this data to change the clinical outcome. That's new, that's fun, that's the great. I think the biggest challenge is the same as it is for healthcare writ large, which is the uncertainty year over year. Just this morning, we saw our friends at Amazon and JP Morgan and Berkshire Hathaway say, we are going to take our employees and do something different. We don't know what that is yet. They very much announced, and for companies of that stature to step out publicly and say, we're going to make a change, and we don't know what it is, but we're just really frustrated with the current system. The system is constantly changing. And so to be nimble, to be able to adapt to those changes is the opportunity, because there's opportunity to influence the change, but it's also the biggest challenge in trying to decide and make a plan year over year about how we're going to care for patients. When we look into the crystal ball going forward, we think about the ability of the medic to be at the bedside and enter data about a patient and then have some recommendations. Computers, data is never going to take over for the bedside care of a medic or an EMT or a firefighter. That interpersonal interaction is always key to the appropriate outcome. But to provide a better tool for that provider at the patient's side to say, we have seen in other communities when this and this and this come together, the patient is often suffering from this particular ailment or this particular problem. Have you thought about that? Not forcing the issue, but allowing the clinician to have a much better tool in the tool chest. That is what makes data actionable, when it's really at the patient's side, and we think we can bring it there.